Good morning, students. Today we study in Unit 1, that is Vegetative Morphology of Plant Angiosperm. Root. What is root? Root, it is the descending part of the plant called as root. It usually an underground part of the plant which helps in fixation of plant into the soil and absorption of water and minerals. The root with its branches is known as the root system. Then the character of the root. The root, it is non-green and positively geotrophic. Positively geotrophic means it grows under the soil, surface of soil. That's why it is called as positively geotrophic. While the stem is positively phototrophic and negatively geotrophic. Negatively geotrophic means it grows away from the underground soil, means it grows above the ground. It is called as negatively geotrophic and positively phototrophic. Root is not differentiated into nodes and internodes. Third characteristic feature is the root bears unicellular root hairs, and lateral roots arise from the root which are endogenous in origin, means the lateral roots develop from the pericycle region of pericycle, which is the internal structure. It lies below the endodermis. The functions of root is fixation of plant to the soil and for the absorption of water and minerals. Then the types of root. There are two types of root. Number one is taproot system and second is adventitious root system. The taproot system develops from radicle of the germinating seed. The radicle develops into a primary root which grows vertically downwards and becomes the taproot. The taproot is the true root that produces many lateral roots below the soil which grows obliquely. The branches of main taproot are called secondary root. These again branches to produce tertiary root. This may further branch to produce fine rootlets. The taproot with all its branches constitute the taproot system. The taproot system is the characteristic feature of most of the dicot plants. Means generally the taproot system is present in dicotyledonous plant. Then second, adventitious root system. It is also called as fibrous root system. The root system that develops from any part of the plant body other than the radicle is called adventitious root system. Means the adventitious roots develop not from the radicle but other than radicle or basal part of the plant called as adventitious root or fibrous root. In this case, the primary root formed from the radicle disappears soon. Many slender roots develop from the base of the stem as cluster of fibers Hence, it is also called fibrous root system. It is mostly found in monocotyledonous plants, monocot plants. While the taproot system, it is found in dicot plant, and adventitious root system is found in monocot plants. Next is modification of roots. Sometimes the root perform other functions other than fixation, absorption and conduction of, so get modified structurally. Both taproot and adventitious roots may undergo such modifications. There are many types of root modifications. First, there are root modification in taproot as well as in adventitious root. Today we study about the modification of taproot. Modification in taproot, there are storage modifications and branch roots modification. Means roots modified for storage region and modification for nodular some other branch roots. Means nodular roots and respiratory roots are pneumatophores. First one, that is storage root. Modification of taproot, first one is storage root. In some plants, the primary taproot are modified for storing reserve food materials. The secondary roots remain thin and they are absorptive in function. The storage roots are usually swollen and assume various forms or various shapes. First one, conical. The swollen root is broad at the base and tapers gradually towards the apex, giving a sharp shape of cone. Example is carrot. Second one is fusiform. The root is swollen in the middle, slightly narrow at the base and shows sharp narrowing at the apex, giving a shape of spindle. Example is radish. Then napiform. The root is nearly globular or spherical in shape. The basal portion of root is much swollen, which suddenly tapers towards the apex, giving a top-shaped appearance. Example is beetroot or turnip root. Next is tuberous root. The storage root having no definite shape is called tuberous root. Example is Mirabilis jalapa. The branch root is of two types, nodular root and respiratory root or pneumatophore. Nodular root. The primary taproot and its branches of leguminous plant bear nodule-like swellings called root nodules. Example, pea, gram, groundnut and beans. In these nodules, there live some bacteria which is able to fix atmospheric nitrogen and supply to the host plant in the form of amino acids or amino compounds. This fact is of great importance in agriculture and in the maintenance of the nitrogen cycle. These bacteria are usually present in the soil when the leguminous plants are grown. The bacteria enter the root through the root hairs. Thereafter, their presence causes the development of nodules. The nodule cells are full of the bacteria. If accidentally the soil is sterile, the leguminous plant do not develop well and when growing leguminous crop on such soil, inoculation with the necessary strain of bacteria may be necessary. It is also found that the nodules do not develop well if the soil is be too rich in nitrates. This is a true case of symbiosis, as the bacteria do not harm the leguminous plants but supply them with nitrogenous substances while they receive other form of nutrients from the parent plant in return. Next type is respiratory root or pneumatophores. Roots also breathe, and as such they are also require air for gaseous exchange. Normally the soil has a large number of small air spaces between the soil particles. This air is utilized by the plants for their respiration. But the roots of some plants growing in saline places or marshes, that is mangrove plants, suffer from the lack of oxygen due to the waterlogged condition of the soil. Means soil having the large amount of water, they are called the waterlogged conditions or saline marshes. To cope with this situation, some roots branches grow vertically upwards. They become aerial and negatively geotrophic, means the branches of the root grow above the surface of soil level in waterlogged area. These roots bear many minute pores called pneumatophores toward their upper ends. Gaseous exchange takes place through these pores or nematodes. Such aerial, porous, negatively geotrophic roots which help in gaseous exchange are called respiratory roots or breathing roots or pneumatophores. Example: Rhizophora, Avicennia, Joshua, etc. And these respiratory roots are found in Sundarban of West Bengal. This is about the modification of taproot system. In next period, we will see about the modification of adventitious roots, etc.